Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Sometimes we change and the people around us don't. It can be tough because as we progress along this path of mind, body, and soul, personal growth, daily discipline, you'll find yourself becoming stronger. You'll find yourself moving further and further away from those people that are stuck along the side of the road of the path of life, that aren't progressing, the people that aren't moving forward, the people that aren't doing any kind of daily discipline. They're not putting in any kind of work towards their mentality, personal growth, mental health, their body, their mind, or their soul. In fact, when I look at my own circles of friends, I have very few, very, very, very few, a tiny little handful of righteous dudes who are actually putting in some sort of effort to better themselves on a daily basis. Everybody else I know is going nowhere. And what that's meant for me over the last 20 years of this path is that I've let people kind of drop off. I didn't have to delete friends. I didn't have to dump anybody. I didn't have to get on my high horse and say, I'm better than you. I'm working towards the betterment of myself, and you guys are losers going nowhere, doing nothing, so I'll see you later. It didn't happen like that. I would have preferred to keep all my friends, and just because I'm moving forward, learning daily, growing daily, becoming stronger every day, just because I'm on that path, doesn't mean I can't hang out with a room full of weaklings. A room full of, and I'm not judgmental. It sounds very judgmental. I don't care what you choose to do with your life. That's up to you. It's not going to make me lose any sleep because you choose not to work out today, because you choose never to read a book, because you choose not to believe in any sort of faith or spirituality, because you choose not to have daily discipline with any of this stuff. It doesn't matter to me. I do this to keep a gun out of my mouth. I do this to keep myself from slipping back into vice and pleasure chasing, to keep myself moving forward instead of sliding backwards, because when I slide backwards, I get self-destructive. I'll end up in prison or dead. So I do this in order to save my life. Every day I have a choice. Am I going to save my life, or am I going to sabotage my life? I have that choice every day. I'm at the crossroads every day. And it's meant that people have dropped off in play. I've been dumped by a lot of people. A lot of weaklings don't like strong people. They may be intimidated by them, although a lot of them won't admit it. A lot of them just get annoyed. To a weakling, strength is annoying. To a strong person, strength is attractive. When I see strength in someone else, I love it. I love it. I love strong people. I can learn from strong people. Being around strong people makes me stronger. I feed off that shit. I love it. The most attractive, coolest, most interesting people are strong people. And I aspire to be like that. I see a strong motherfucker and I'm just like, God damn, that's a motherfucker I want to be like. Even if it's just one quality. You may have one quality that I admire. One thing about you that's just really strong. I dig that shit. And I guess that kind of attitude can be annoying to other people. I've found that out. I certainly have. I had a group of friends of mine from Hollywood that I used to hang out with, and when I stopped drinking, these guys dumped me. Literally. Said, you're not cool anymore. You're not one of us anymore. In fact, the words that were told to me is, you're dead to us now. Why? Because I stopped being weak. I stopped wanting to sit around and chasing vice in order to escape my pain, escape my weaknesses, escape the suffering of life. I chose to face it. That changes you. People didn't like that change. The weaklings didn't like it. You have to be willing to walk this path alone. It doesn't mean that you're going to be lonely. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be all alone. But you have to be willing to. You have to be willing to walk it alone. You have to be confident in yourself to where you're not attached to others. A lot of times, what we call our tribe, our group, our clan, our clique, even our family, are really just a collection of weaklings that are wallowing in weakness, all huddling together, afraid of life. And the second you stand up, you're no longer one of the fearful. The second that you decide, I'm going to eat well, do some push-ups, read a book once in a while, the second you start to get busy with daily discipline, you start moving away from them because they're stuck like statues along the side of the road. They're not moving forward. How many people do you know that haven't progressed in life? And there's a lot of them. I know a lot of motherfuckers that are the same as they were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They have not changed. That's sad. That's a mental illness. That's a slow death. It's self-destructive. No one ever warned me. I was never warned when I started this personal growth, personal development lifestyle. I'm doing this to save my life. No one ever said, hey, Sky, by the way, just to let you know on a thing that's going to happen with all this is you'll probably lose most all of your friends. Warriors aren't surrounded with tons of people. The warrior's path is somewhat, not always, but somewhat of a solitary path for the most part. I mean, don't get it twisted. I know a lot of people, and I'm well known. But those connections that I used to have changed because the way that I used to connect with people was through weakness. I would find other weak men who wanted to sit around and escape their weakness through vice. That's what we would do, and we would bond on that. We weren't bonding on strength, we were bonding on weakness, telling each other, maybe not in so many words, but giving each other the safety to be weak. They say there's strength in numbers, sometimes there's weakness in numbers. Just depends on what kind of clique that you're hanging out with. People find like-minded people to be around. Strong people like to be around strong people. Weak people like weak people. No one ever told me that this was going to be a process of watching people get smaller and smaller as I move further and further away from them. You know? Like when you take off in a plane and you go up into the clouds and what seems normal all of a sudden looks like little toys. Those cars look like little play toy cars. People look like ants. That's how some people are going to look like to you in your life. People that you've hung out with on a daily basis that you know that you call friends. As you get stronger, they get further and further away. The trick is not to give a fuck. The trick with all of this is non-attachment. Non-attachment. Get rid of attachments. People are temporary. Allow yourself to be open. Walk this path as a warrior with an open mind, a clean heart, faith, discipline. The right people, like-minded people, strong people will find you. I'm always looking for another strong motherfucker. Whether guy or girl, I like strong women. I like strong men. Weakness repels me. If I can't help you, then I'm gone. You'll just watch me continue to move forward as you stay there stuck. So nobody warned me of any of this shit. I'll warn you. You'll lose friends. But that's a good thing. Especially those friends that don't change. You don't have to get rid of them. I'm not going to make a video to tell you to go get rid of your friends. There's a lot of those videos out there. You don't have to get rid of them. Don't even bother with it. Just stay focused. Daily discipline. Mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. The suckers will fall off. Just like dead skin. They just fall off. You don't even think about it. You lose flakes of dead skin all day. Doesn't even matter because you're constantly renewing. It's food for thought. Thanks for watching.